what we are sharing today is a project, big grand project and mega project is going to launch in 2023. So this is Fintoch Change, which is our public blockchain. We are slated to launch at the end of June, which is next month. All right. So before we start, let's introduce myself. My name is Michael. I'm from Fintoch Asia Pacific Singapore. I speak for the company in all the international events. You may have seen me in some of the videos in different countries. And I also train all the individual consultants in various countries. All right, so you can see one of my pictures is with the CEO of the company.
Yes.
All right. So let's move on to this public chain. All right. So if you understand blockchain, I believe you do, we always have this problem, right? So we always have the problem of getting three things together, which is the scalability, security, and the decentralization. So Ethereum has been good in the security and the decentralization part. However, the scalability is not so good. So Solana is good in scalability, they're weak in security and decentralization. So Fintoch blockchain actually able to address all this because our blockchain is a dual chain design. None of the public chain in the public right now is using dual chain design. So in Fintoch, we are using a dual chain design whereby our main chain focus on security and decentralization, and our fin chain actually focus on scalability. This has solved many public chain issues. How does it happen is because we are using LN-based dual chain interaction and dual chain design, whereby our main chain is focused on, for the blockchain developer, on Ethereum ecosystem project. All right. And our ecological internal is having ultra high TPS and fully decentralized Lightning Network-based parallel cross-chain design. So that's how we can improve and increase the speed of transaction. So if you look at all the transaction speed among all public chain, Fintoch chain is going to be the highest with the TPS limit of 7,521, which is only on the main chain already hit the highest TPS limit of 7,521. So TPS is transaction per second. So among the EVM compatible chain, Fintoch chain is 38 times faster than Binance chain and 417 times faster than Ethereum. So the main chain can handle 150 million transactions per day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And our fin chain can handle 1.5 to 2 billion transactions per day. That's how fast our LN network be. And if Visa were to use blockchain now, and we are the only one that can handle Visa daily transaction volume. But of course, Visa has not migrated to blockchain at the moment, but we are designed to cater such huge transaction volume. So we will be the only super financial public chain that can handle huge financial transaction. And what is important as a public chain is to be able to have a lot of users. So our public chain is EVM compatible, which means that all the Ethereum-based, Ethereum virtual machine base, they can easily migrate into our public chain. If you look at other projects, it takes quite some time and very technical for them to actually implement a blockchain projects. So some of them can cost them a year or 3 years or even 3 to 6 years basis. However, with our Fintoch change modularized parallel chain design, all the apps can eco-developer can be easily port over to our chain with super low cost and fast deployment. And our blockchain actually can accept common programming contract development, whereby all the rest of the programming language, you don't really need to learn our programming language, which is the problem with a lot of public chain. And it's very easy to migrate with a much lower cost. With that, we are going to launch our decentralized exchange with called Fintoch. We also in the month of June, which is next month. So a cross-chain DEX is not new, but however, there's not many good cross-chain DEX because of the speed. All right. So why we are better is because we are utilizing the dual chain design. That's why when we do the cross change, we have a very fast speed. With that, we can handle high frequency and decentralized transaction of all public chains and all digital currencies. Then with that, as a cross-chain DEX, we will be the fastest, all right? So eventually after FinSwap has been launched next month together with our public chain, the next thing to happen is FinPay, because after our DEX with our wallet is pretty easy to connect to an API and to serve and to handle fiat in all countries. So this is what is going to happen in the next couple of months. If you look at our public chain comparison or comparative analysis, you can see only Fintoch chain has a dual chain structure, and we have this modular parallel chain design, and it's flash parallel cross chain, and we have very high scalability as well as decentralization and security. In terms of realistic TPS, we're going to be the highest with 7,005, which the closest is FX. And we have this flexibility of FinChange, which is our second chain without any limit. So we can literally handle billions of transactions. All right. So the transaction confirmation time is 3 seconds. And the average gas fee is among the lowest. It's almost the same as Solana. And our contract on development languages, we can use almost all easily. And we are layer 1 and we are energy efficient. So with such attributes, right, we are going to be the leader in public chain once we launch into the market. Of course, with this public chain, how can the company make money? All right. Of course, the most money come from the coins, right? Because when you launch a public chain, the most money you make is actually from the coin. Why I say that is because you look at Ethereum. All right. Why Vitalik has been so successful is because he has the Ethereum price from a few cents all the way to up for $4,000 per Ethereum. The same thing happened to BNB. So all these crypto billionaires, right, they make huge money from their coin. All right. Of course, another thing is the profit from the gas fee consumed by the on-chain transaction. For FTC coin, which is the coin issue together with the blockchain, the total coin issue is 840 million. And the design tokenomics of the coin is every 4 years halving, which means for the first 4 years, there will be 420 million coins issued. And every 4 years, it reduced by half. So such tokenomics, right, is going to appreciate the price of the coin easily. And the coin is not going through any public sales or any private sales. So the company hold most of the coins with them, all right? So that's the biggest way of making money from the public chain. Of course, eventually company is going to issue FUSD, which is the same USDT, is a stable coin, and other projects like Fintoch and Fintoch. Based on a very conservative financial forecast, we only 10% of the Ethereum volume and margin of 30% with a PE ratio of 30 times. This is our projection for us to go IPO for this public chain in 2025. All right, so that's why I say this is conservative, because this is only based on 10% of the Ethereum volume. So let's take a look at the Ethereum volume. The Ethereum transaction over last year is 400 over million. And with a daily average transaction of 1.1 million a day. So this is the Ethereum daily transaction. However, let's look at our public chain transaction. The public chain transaction, it can be found in our FTC scan, which this is the URL for our FTC scan. All right, so you can see the number of addresses now is actually more than 46 million. This data is captured during 28th of April. And look at the transaction in 24 hours is 14.9 million. And the new addresses in 24 hours is 600 over 1,000. So if you were to take a look back on the Ethereum transaction, it's only 1.1 million a day, and we already achieved more than 14 million a day transaction. That is the reason why I think the numbers is very, very conservative. All right, so as such, our projection can be 100 times more than what we have projected. So this is going to be a mega project. All right, and this public chain is going to launch in June 2023. So this is how this public chain is about. And everyone will be curious, how could the company generate so much transaction? All right, and how do we benefit from it? All right, so let's move on to the second part. How do we benefit from it? All right.